September 2014. Woo!
Our second highest day of recruiting.
Yeah, second highest day of recruiting ever. I was there. So, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about me. I joined Younique because I wanted that damn mascara. I'm not even gonna lie. I was stalking Jennifer like a crazy person. She had no idea who in the world I was. I went to high school with these girls, and they didn't know who I was. So they were just added in, and we were all connected, you know? And I never commented, liked, nothing on the post. I was thinking, man, I think it's time for me to get mascara. And the next thing, I was buying the whole kit. I was a closet kidnapper for about 3 months.
Cha-ching.
Missed fast start, right out the door, okay? So don't ever let anybody tell you if you don't get fast start that you can't be successful.
Cha-ching.
Okay? Hands down. Second thing was I didn't let anybody know about my business. I was embarrassed, I was devastated. I had found out that I really didn't know how to put on makeup or what the hell it was. If I could really show you guys what my makeup looked like before I even started, it was a hot mess express, okay? I was on that train. So let's fast forward a little bit. Actively right now, I work for corporate America. I am an office manager for about 20 employees and 168 franchises across the world. So I have a pretty big responsibility to make sure everybody gets fed, eat, hotels, bills paid, all of the above, right? But my home life and my personal life were two major other factors, right? I have 2 special needs children. Try not to cry here. My daughter has Ehlers-Danlos, it's a genetic disorder. She has chronic migraines. She's consistently throwing up all day long, very bad GI issues. She's homeschooled now because she can't even go to a regular school. I work a full-time job, and then I have my son, 10 years old, spunky boy, Asperger's, he's autistic, celiacs, ADHD, the whole 9 yards. So I've literally got a kid puking on this side, a kid with Asperger's and ADHD climbing up my mouth on this side, and me doing it all by myself, all while working this corporate full-time job. Well, when my daughter got super sick, oh no, that's not the fun part. That's what you guys do. So when my daughter got really sick, I actually got fired from my last job. And they were like, you're taking way too much time off, you need to focus on your daughter. That was the best thing that ever happened to me, because that's when I hit green status. Okay? So don't let your failures be your objections ever. Because every time that I thought that I was failing at something, it just pushed me up even more, okay? The month that I hit green, Jennifer does not like me very much, I don't know where she is hiding right now. But on the 15th of the month, I said, I'm done. I'm done this game, I can't do it anymore, I'm not, I'm not leader material, I can't do this, I'm not made out for this. Was dormant for, well, I think about 24 hours, and I didn't like deter anything. I was like throwing a big old pity tantrum, temper tantrum, I was like, screw this! And I hit green that month. So, I hit orange status, let's see, I don't even remember, last November, I think. So I'm in the orange hole right now, but right now what's more important for me is working on my team. So I have 10 amazing Team Emerald Empowerment ladies with me today. So you guys stand up. So for me, with my daughter being really sick, me having to leave, go back to the corporate world, obviously I had to make some kind of money. I went back and my daughter was able to be under livable conditions and feel better. So I made a huge decision in my life. Probably one of the biggest ones that ever made me really determine my why with Younique. I had to make the decision of how I was going to do this with a really sick daughter, with a special needs son, and be a single parent and go back to work. So I had my son go live with his dad, about 500 miles away from me. He lives in Connecticut. So if you guys follow my story or you follow my journey, you will see that I post, oh, my son's leaving me, or my son's coming home. Now you guys know why. So we share, mutual living back and forth. He's doing very, very well with his dad in Connecticut. His dad actually is still my best friend, even though we're not married. But we've made it work and we've made it balance, both of those, to be able to give the best life for all of our kids all around. So I have to say that Younique has given me that drive to Younique pays his plane tickets every time I go back and forth. So that's my why, that's my drive, you know what I mean? If I'm sitting on, not making money that month, you know what? In 3 months I'm gonna see my son, I need to make that money. I need to work my business. I need to pay that hospital bill for my daughter. Right now I have over $250,000 in medical bills alone just for my sick child that I still don't even know what's wrong with her. But this is my why, this is gonna make me change my perspective, change my life and my mindset, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna teach you guys all about how to balance all that. Boom. So do I just hit anywhere?
Anywhere.
Definitely hit anywhere.
Or push the next.
Okay, so I'm here to help you guys understand that you can't live a life 25% of the time. You cannot focus on your family 25%. You can't work on work 25%. You can't do kids, and you definitely can't do your personal life, because let me tell you, there's no room for that. Okay? So I wanted to let you guys know it's completely unattainable. It's false. If you live this life, you're lying to yourself. Okay? Think about it. Make sure you be honest with yourself and know what you can do and what is good and harmonious for you. So I want to help you guys understand that there's 9 basic things that you can do to help your life become more balanced. So, pen and paper time, guys. You guys are writing down notes. The first thing is you want to define what a perfect, harmonious day is for you. Is it? You're so distracting. I know. So first you got to figure out what your perfect, harmonious day would look like. In addition to harmony, make sure you put yourself first and you give yourself permission to take breaks. That's most important. If you're going to put your schedule all together and you're going to be consistently working, and you don't take time for yourself, well, guess what? You're going to have that door slammed in your face, and then it's not going to be accomplished because you're not going to be successful. Make sure that if you have someone's daughter, okay, my daughter's in high school now, but say your daughter has a school play and it's at 1 o'clock, and like schools, they always put it during the day and not at night when you're off work. You got to take off that 2-hour window just to go see your kids play, for real. Every single month. Don't think that you guys have to stop being accountable for those things because of your business. Work your business around your current lifestyle. And that also goes for your job and your career. Okay? As long as you're working and you're staying balanced, you're going to be good to go. So, the next thing is create a good system. You guys have heard time and time again, calendars, planning, training, incentives, things like that. So, just because you think that you're good at multitasking does not mean that you can do it all. You're completely wrong, and you got to check your balances if you think that you can do it all right up here in your little head, because we're all getting older, ladies. I don't know how old all of you are, but I just admitted to myself that I have early onset of dementia. I can't remember squat. Okay. So good systems are there to delegate because it allows you to complete tasks and take breaks because you're putting that into the schedule. Make sure that you are delegating out other breaks, like using PostCron or Post My Party or Hootsuite, or right on Facebook on your desktop you can schedule your own posts. You guys know that? So right on your desktop you can schedule your own posts, Facebook wall posts. And Facebook fan page posts, you can schedule all those. So those are free things that you can do. These 2 websites up here are paid, but you can still utilize them. So use these resources. I can tell you right now, I have been talking about PostCron like a crazy person for years now, whenever I speak or whenever anybody asks me to do trainings, because that's how I run my parties. You will never see me every 30 seconds posting in a clip, posting in someone's party, or doing one of those half-hour parties. It's already loaded. And I just hit boom, play, and it goes. All I do is comment. That's it. Make sure that you guys are utilizing the tools like the electronic social media. Make sure you're using those cheat sheets. Make sure you're using the 5 and 3 formula. Make sure you're using the 100-person checklist. Make sure you're using all of those things because it's going to make your life easier. If you think that you can keep it all in your head again, you're losing your mind. You're going to be like me in a couple years. Let's see. The next thing is you got to establish working hours. And what I mean by that is make sure that you're in the habit of checking your emails during work email hours. If you're off the clock, please, I am telling you guys, please make sure that you focus on your family first. If you put your family to the wayside, guess what? Who's not going to be there when you need them the most? Your family, right? Because they're going to say, you left me high and dry. You know, so make sure that you stick by your family side. Let's see. Make sure that you, in social media, in like your groups and your platforms, there's notification buttons, right? And how many of you are brand new and did not know that there was a turn off button? And every 30 seconds you're like, what in the world is going on? What did I get myself into? This is insane. I just can't keep up, right? So we've instructed, or your leaders have showed you guys how to turn off notifications or turn them down so you're only seeing certain posts. Okay, so when you're doing that, it minimizes your stress level. Because every time that your brain hears ding, 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 you're losing your mind because you're stopping what you're doing, you're hearing this ding, you're going over here, you're looking at your phone, and then you still are cooking dinner. You burned the dinner because you don't know what you're doing because you wanted to answer that email. That email can wait. It's not going to be the end of the world if you schedule your work hours and you work your work in the business hours you're scheduling. So make sure you turn your dings off. Okay, one of the hardest things that I had to do was learn how to balance myself. When it's time to stop working, I needed to teach myself that I needed to shut down my computer, turn off my laptop, and I've done a pretty good job of that now. If I'm done working, and my team will know this, I just won't answer them until I pick my phone back up. I'm really bad about putting it down sometimes, but I'm teaching myself these balances because it's really hard. You know, my team, I'm pretty good at answering their responses or if they need help. I'm pretty good about making sure that I communicate with them. But if I don't answer, they don't worry because they know when I turn my work hours back on, guess what? I'm in full mom boss mode, you know, and then I'm full-time employee mode. So I still have to answer to somebody else even though I have to be responsible for my team too. So during my work day hours, if I don't answer them right away, they know. They're like, oh, Kari's on work. You know, she's speaking on the phone again. You know, she's speaking on the computer to talk to us. But make sure that you're not, you know, engaging in those impulsivity checks. If you're off the clock or you're off your business hours, make sure that they're off hours. And stick to it. Make sure that you hold yourself accountable because if you start falling short, well, guess what? Everybody else is going to start falling short. And then that 4 circle, that 25% is going to start being 75, 35, 15, and then it's going to start decreasing. You need to make sure that you're trying to stay as balanced as possible. Make sure that when you get an inspiration in your off hours, that you just go to your notes section in your phone, right? Because we all have our phones attached to us. We should have it like glued to our hand. I can't wait till they come out with that phone that's like in your arm. But you know, flip open your notes section and you know, jot down your inspiration. There's nothing wrong with being able to jot down what your notes are. How many of you in the middle of the night wake up at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and was like, oh my God, I got that great idea? How many? How many of you wake up and forget it?
Happened last night.
Yep, right? Exactly. So you wake up, you grab your phone, what do? You go to the notes section, voice record yourself. Kari, you're half asleep, but this is the idea you just had. And you'll remember it in the morning. Genius! Also, you can also go into your notes section in your cell phone and also write it down that way. So that's a lot of things that I do. Even if I see good posts, and I'll be the first one to say it, I'm a copy and paster. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of other presenters who have some amazing posts, Jennifer. Right? I'm not afraid to steal her post. So, you're welcome. But, you know, if I see somebody's post, I'm going to make that my own. I'm not going to share her post. I'm going to make it my own. So what I do is I copy that, post it into my notes, and when I'm ready to use that post, boom, I got great content. No time wasted, right? I took that information, I put it in my notes section, and now I have what I need at a later date. It didn't take any of my energy, it didn't take a lot of my work time, and my priorities are still at the top of the list because I wasn't working on that at that time, but I just happened to scroll through and see that awesome post. All right, so the next thing, okay, so the next thing is take breaks. How many of you guys will sit at your computer when you're uniquing, yes, that really is a term for us, and you are working 6, 7 hours and you look at the clock and you're like, oh my God, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I need to get up for work in 2 hours. Or what about month end? How many of us don't go to sleep on that night? I think I went to work the next day and they looked at me like, you look like death. What's wrong with you? I'm like, I hit orange, that is so good, I got it. And they're like, oh, good for you, but you look like shit. I seriously came in. One of my coworkers said that I came in with like black makeup smeared underneath my eyes because I was crying and I went to bed right after and I woke up and I just went to work. I was like, well, at least I'm orange status, right? There's my kid, you're still an employee. Okay, so basically make sure that you take breaks, okay? Avoid taking that time for don't avoid taking that time for yourself. And what I mean by that is, my perfect example that I like to share with people is, if you walk into my kitchen of my home, I have a big open kitchen. If you walk right in the front door, you see my living area, okay? Hidden in my living area is lotion. I put the lotion next to my desk, or next to my couch on my nightstand, or end table, whatever that thing's called. See? And I keep it there. So when it's a time for me, guess what? I sit my ass on that couch, I grab my bottle of lotion, and I rub my hands, okay? And I give myself the best, I'm not gonna say the word, hand lotion rub. That was really bad. And I take that 5 minutes. Thank you. Yes, I am Manny. And I take that 5 minutes and I dedicated that to myself. Same instance I do for the exfoliating mask. When that mask came out, guess what I did? I put that shit right in my bathroom. Right there. When I wanted to go to the bathroom, guess what? Carrie was putting the mask on her face and she was taking 10 minutes to herself. Because I was just like, you know what? I had one of those days, I'm gonna rub it all on my face and it's gonna be a day. And I took 5 minutes to myself because all it takes is 5 minutes to get that exfoliating rub right on your face. We teach every customer that, right? Why don't we do it for ourselves? You put it on, you put it in front of the camera, but do you guys do it actually to enjoy yourself? Do you do the night cream to enjoy it? How many of you can honestly say that's an enjoying part of your night, that you don't do it for business? That's good. That's important that you take that time for yourself, because not a lot of people do. They think that you have to Younique business all the time. Well, guess what? Younique business has built my confidence, has built my curiosity about new products, has built my energy level. You guys think that I'm like this all the time? Well, my team would think that. Judging. I was gonna say, I think my team would think I'm kind of crazy. But make it a regular occurrence. And that also means for taking time for yourself and your family. So what that means is take time to go on a mini vacation, a 2-day getaway, right? An overnight stay in a hotel with a big old pool. Same thing. Take something that you're not working your business, that you can focus on the things that matter most, your family, your friends. You know, I'm missing a very big event today in my sister's life, but she knew that this was more important to me and she understood that. So I sacrificed one thing to do another thing because I love you guys. But you know, it all works out. It all works out in the end, and that's what I did. I sacrificed myself for something else. I think that's how it comes out. So and the other thing too is, don't think that you have to take a workcation. I want you guys to be able to take a vacation. Vacate yourself from any work. Sustain the ability to be able to be progressing when you're working, not when you're supposed to be vacationing. Let's see. Ooh, I like this one. Okay, so learn how to say no, okay? That's super, super big. Learn how to say no and drop perfectionism. One of my biggest points in my business career was realizing that I don't have to agree with everything, and I don't have to agree with everyone. If there's something that I didn't like that was being said, well, guess what? I didn't use that. Also goes for if you don't like certain products within the business. If you absolutely don't like the mascara, well, guys, you don't have to sell the mascara. We have 380 other products to use. You know, if you break out from the skincare, don't bash it on somebody else's page if you don't like the skincare. Uplift, empower, and validate, guys. We're not here to bash other women. If it broke out your face, well, I'm really sorry. Tell me that in a private message. Don't post that on my live to be called out because I'm trying to sell that shit. You know? So make sure that right? I'm just being cheerful, guys. Okay, I'm calling it like it is. Okay. make sure that if your friends don't want that sale price every time that you're posting up that you've got a special and they come to you behind the door, hey, what's your sale price today? Can I get that at a discount? No, I'm sorry, you can't get a discount. You should have bought it on my sale price. You should have bought it on my day price. So don't think that you have to sell your business short just because someone keeps knocking at your door all the time for a discount. Don't sell yourself short. That's another way to say no. No, I'm sorry, there is no sales right now. Let's see. One of the biggest challenges for women is that if we say no to those that are not on our priority list, our top 5 circle, right, that they will not, let's see, that they won't love you anymore. That came out really bad. So those that are not on your priority list will think that you don't like them anymore because you are not making them a priority. So make sure that you still say no and say, you know what, this has nothing to do about my personal life. This is all about business right here, and I'm sorry, this opportunity was passed. Now we're moving on to this new opportunity. So, clean up your client base and prioritize yourself for success. I think I went backwards. Okay, so what this means is, do you have any clients or customers that take up way too much of your time? Or sample nappers? Anybody who always asking for a sample? Oh, can I get that sample? Oh, can I try a new sample of that? But they don't ever buy anything. You know? And it's been like 6 months. It's been a year. And you're like, okay, lady, I really like you, but are you gonna be productive to my business? Or are you just gonna be a hindrance to my business? Huh? Yes. So that's where goodbye comes. Because we are an internet-based company, so you can say bye-bye. Also, too, that means that you make sure that you find a very polite way to stop doing business with them. And that also means that you don't have to recruit everyone. I hear all the time, oh, I just want a team member, I just want a team member. Guess what? Not every team member or business partner is supposed to be for you, okay? When you first join the company, yes, we want to get as many presenters under us as possible. We want to get that fast start. But guess what? That's what kidnappers are for, right? Success partners, you know, things like that. But that came out really wrong. It's not that way. But I'm just saying, your first 25. Okay, I'm getting the time. Okay, so make sure that you clean out your client database. That goes on your Facebook as well. That's in your Instagram or things like that. That if you see people that need to be wiped out of your Facebook or wiped out of your business life, do it. Don't let them hinder you. So, strive for perfection. Striving for perfection is useless. Nothing in this world made by a woman or a man is perfect, and nothing ever will be. So if you're a perfectionist, take my advice and just get over it. Okay? All right. Then my last one. So get a mentor. Make sure you have someone that's a pro buddy, success partner, someone that you can count on, you can call on when you're down or when you're at your weakest moments. When you want to bitch to somebody, these girls are right here to help you out all the way, okay? Because they're going to be the first ones that are going to lift you back up, right? They're going to be the first ones that are going to hit you when you're at rock bottom and say, what is wrong with you? You have made it this far in this business. Why are you doing this? So I'll be the first one to tell you. It's hit me a couple times, and all 3 of these ladies have helped me out tremendously. Last thing before I go is stop multitasking and take time for reflection. Studies show that people lose 60% of productivity when you're doing more than one thing at once. So force yourself to focus on full attention on the one thing or the one task. And what that is get those guides. Everybody has those daily printout sheets in every single one of our groups. Use them. Use them to your advantage. Make those the opportunity to be able to have a productive day and have a successful day. So, my quote is, I believe that being successful means having a balance of success stories across the many areas of your life. You can't truly be considered successful in your business life if your home life is in shambles. So make sure that you are well balanced. And guys, I'm telling you firsthand, make sure your home life is taken care of, because if you don't have a good, strong home life, they're not going to understand what this unique business is all about.